love to hear you describe like a course hearing. What does that mean? How do you schedule it? How does it work?
Yeah, so a course hearing is basically, it's like a mini defense of your knowledge, your understanding of the course. Now, for those of us who don't like exams, this is a more, what can I say? It's a friendlier way to prove that you have, you have attained. So once you have self-assessed, once you have written the course exam, once you have submitted your project, which also has like great flexibility. I mean, there's been 1 or 2 times I've had to go back and I've been told that my project needed some improvement, which was great feedback because I'm told exactly what I need to do to improve. And even given ideas about expanding on a project in the future. So that's been great. So once that is done and you come into your course hearing, there's objectives that are listed at the beginning of the course in the course information, and you need to be able to prove that you have a full understanding of those objectives. Yeah. So they're just verbal questions, and what I love about the way they're structured is that if you're not very clear in your response, I think there's questions that follow-up questions that just prove whether or not you have truly attained mastery of your objective.
Great. So you make an appointment and then it's one-on-one with your professor via video. You get to just chat about what you've learned, and they're trying to find out if there's still anything else you should add to your knowledge before you're complete with the course. That's great.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm curious if you've ever had an experience where you don't pass the course. Like, what happens if you go to a course hearing, they're asking you questions, you know most of it, but there's like a couple things where you're like, I don't know. What happens then?
Well, like I said, one of the things I love about New Lane is that you don't feel like you're being shot in the foot about not attaining some knowledge. So I've had that happen to me. I think it was introduction to philosophy, and there was just one objective that I was not, I was just not ready for. And so the first course hearing attempt, it was like, okay, you need to work on this, 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 and this. There was actually 2 or 3 things. So went back in for a second one, and these ones were okay, but this one objective I just had not mastered yet. And so I scheduled an appointment with Ben, who was leading my course then. And we were able to just go through the material and just work to ensure that I managed to understand and actually pass that course objective. Yeah,
that's great. So even if you don't pass a course hearing, it doesn't mean you fail the class. You get to keep learning until you can pass the course hearing.
Exactly.
That's great.
Exactly.